With me now is one of the winners from this season of MTV's The Challenge Total Madness. We have the champ, Jenny West, with us. How you doing, Jenny?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. Where are you calling in from? Where do you live? Are you back in the UK?
Yeah, I'm in the UK in a really small town called Wigan, which nobody will ever heard of, and no one's got any reason to go there whatsoever.
Well, I mean, except to visit the champ, and I got to say, first off, huge congratulations on your big win.
Thank you so much.
You're $500,000 richer. Maybe you can buy that small town that you're living in. How does it feel to be a challenge champ?
Do you know what? I always feel like it's such a title saying challenge champion, and I always feel like I would need to go and win a few more times before I can be like a real challenge champion. But you know what? I don't want to like make out like it wasn't, you know, and it's not. Yeah, do you know what? It feels great. It feels great.
Come on now, it's got to feel good. I mean, you're one of seven, as you said. You have six siblings. How did your family receive the news when you came home with that money?
Oh, I kept it quiet to them when I got back, and then I waited until Christmas Day. But by then, I told my twin sister because she kind of had a feeling that I was telling a lie. So I told my twin sister about a week before Christmas Day and then told everybody else on Christmas Day. But I told them all that I'd come second. And I sat there at dinner and I went, well, you know how I said I came second? I was like, well, I lied, I didn't. I came first. And they were like, what?
Oh my, and they were just like flabbergasted.
Yeah, they couldn't believe it. But some of them, well, because it's not aired, it's only just like airing in the UK. Some of them as well didn't know that you won money. So, and then when my other sister went, yeah, she's won $500,000, they were like, wait, what? I'm going, what have you won?
I mean, okay, you mentioned like there's a twin thing going on, right? Like your twin could feel the energy. Is she like just as tough as you? Would she do the challenge?
Yeah. You know what? Lucy's super fit as well because she's like loves fitness and everything like that. She's married and she's got set children, so don't think doing the challenge is for her. Like she was so good at it as well. But yeah, I don't know if anybody ever sees on Bloodlines anytime soon.
That's a good point. Although I could see her, you know, being very stiff competition for you because she knows all your tricks.
Do you know what? No, she does. But I've always been a little bit fitter than her and a little bit stronger than her. So I don't know if she would quite beat me to it. But we'll see.
All right, we're gonna have to call her up.
Never say never.
Yeah. I gotta ask, what was the first thing you did with the money, or what are you planning on doing with it?
I think I'm just going to invest it because it's a big sum of money to have, and I don't want to. I mean, as much as it's like, oh, I'm going to go on holiday and then do this and that, I think it's very easy to spend money. So I'm going to invest it in like a property and, you know, treat people around me within reason. But it's very easy to spend that much money.
Well, you know, now that you won that, anytime you go out to drinks now, people are going to expect you to buy. You know that.
I know. What's really funny is like when we finished filming the final and we got off the side of the mountain, we all showered and washed and we all went out for dinner. And it was really ironic because my bank card was out of date. So even though I'd won, I couldn't buy anyone anything. So everyone was buying me a drink, even though it should be on me.
Now they really hate you, Jenny. Now they really hate you. I gotta ask, since filming ended, have you seen any of your fellow competitors?
I speak to them all daily, but because of COVID as well, we obviously like the chance of getting meet up. Like I was gonna go to America, I was gonna go down to London, see like a couple of castmates down there. So instead, we've just been doing FaceTime. Yeah.
Very smart. Well, listen, I got to talk about that final because I haven't seen mountains and snow like that in a final in a while. And it looked utterly frigid, especially because you had your sports bra on inside and, you know, Kyle's looking at you like, oh my God, get me in there. How did you manage to overcome all of that? What was going through your mind as you were competing?
Do you know, the hardest part of the final, without doubt, was the coldness. Like I have never felt that cold in my life ever. And I doubt I ever will. It was like unbearable cold. You couldn't move your mouth. You couldn't talk properly. You could feel your bones like freezing cold. It was horrible. Like I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I really wouldn't. And that was the hardest thing about it. We literally would like huddle together, like in a small formation. We called ourselves penguins. All 9 of us did. And we'd be like, right, we'd be like, penguins form. And we'd like just come into like a formation, just stand there and huddle. And we'd like change whoever got to go in the middle of the huddle like every 5 minutes. It was really hard. Going inside the building was like, literally, I didn't even think it was even that warm inside. I think it was such a contrast outside we were like, yeah, strip up, like it's really hot.
Really make them suffer out there, of course.
I know, so
really
tight, wasn't it? So mean.
I mean, this season of The Challenge was different, you know, entirely. You know, the fact that you had to go into elimination to get to the final. And then once you made it to the final, you were still in the final tribunal, which we all weren't expecting at all. You know, what was that feeling like being in that final tribunal? And what was your strategy behind picking Casey to kind of go in, even though she didn't end up having to
well, having a tribunal final, everyone's telling me that's never been done before, as far as I think maybe once, I don't know. I've not got much experience in the finals because I've never done one and I've only done 2 seasons. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, are you kidding me? Like another tribunal, like another like opportunity of being able to go home. I was like, it was like scary, like really like, oh, you feel like you just keep getting really close and then like something else happens. So to win it was like the most important tribunal win, I think probably of my whole life I'll ever have. Because you're like, oh my God, I'm safe. Right. Like I'm safe for now. And I just picked Casey because Bailey and Melissa were like, I roomed with them and they were like my really close friends. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to pick Casey. I love Casey though. I have nothing but respect for her. She's a great competitor and she's a lovely person as well. So it's a bit hard by that point because everyone's nice. You're like, oh.
Of course. I mean, and you know, not for nothing, but Casey's a rookie. I mean, this was her first season and she got pretty far, so it's impressive. And when Melissa and Bailey quit, were you confident that you sort of had the win in the bag, or did you feel like you could come up from behind?
Yeah, not at all. Obviously, I've done the best on the first day, but I never would underestimate any female ever. All women are I just think so many women are so strong, so powerful. We've all got powers, whether it's mental, physical, both. And when Melissa and Bailey left, it just meant I've still got competition, and Casey's a mean competitor. I definitely think if I had to pick who was my main competitor, I would say it would be Casey, probably give her the biggest run for money in terms of physicality because she does a lot of sport. But you just don't know it in the situation. I've never stood on a mountain before. I've never skied before. I've never been in that freezing cold weather. So I didn't know even how I would do. Like, I might have been absolutely rubbish. People were saying like, oh, you're really muscly. Your muscles will freeze up there. And it turns out they were absolutely fine. So you just don't really know. But it was tough going. And